What's up, everybody? It is AJ, aka Grim Horizon TV. I have kind of a cool video here today, or at least cool to me. I am going to be working on all of my old school WotC binders, or basically part of my old collection from when I was a kid. They've already gone through a transfer from the old binders into some Ultra Pro binders, and now I want to make a final transfer into some Vault X binders, zipped up, bunch of reasons why I'm switching. So yeah, let's just kind of jump into it. I wanted to at least highlight, well, more or less the entire area around me looks like chaos because it is chaos. Everything here is all of my WotC stuff minus Neo. So right here in front of me, or at least what you're seeing on the camera, are my old binders, my actual old school binders from when I was a kid. There are tons of pages in here that were used at one point. So many of them were thick because every single one of these pages was packed with at least 5, 10, 15 cards. It took a while to take apart. My biggest regret is I did not take a video of this binder before getting to this point, but I have zero intentions of ever throwing these away. Kind of cool, kind of slightly embarrassing. I had my old cover in here. Togepi's not even spelled correctly. This was on the front of the binder that I made when I was a kid. This was an old list I guess I was using because obviously I did not have the internet. I did not have any type of app or program to keep track of things. So this is just stuff I was looking for, I guess, when I was out at either trade events. I just remember like Books A Million, going to friends' houses, looking for cards, things along those lines. So these were still in the pages. A lot of other odds and ends that were in here in like the zip part. I can just showcase those at a later time. But a lot of like the old dice, the old coins, all of my gym badges were in here from Books A Million. If anyone is that old or remembers the events, you got those for battling and the rewards for playing for the day. I have those somewhere else right now. So yeah, at least these are the old binders, what everything came out of. This one was strictly trainers and energies. Same stack, 10, 20 cards in every single one of them. So when I took these apart, I made a couple binders for my favorite sets, at least from when I was a kid. Team Rocket, Fossil Jungle, all the WotC promos, Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge. I never did base. I have a full base set in here. Both of these boxes that you can see are loaded, top loaded with every single base card. I just don't have them in a binder. So I'm gonna pick out the best copies of every single one. A lot of Shadowless, a lot of first edition Shadowless, Unlimited, and put them into one of the binders. So the Vault X ones are what we are going with now. Like I said, I have these binders. I love these binders. I am extremely OCD, and I cannot stand having different types of binders anymore because now this is the only type of binder that I do buy. I can't look at my old binders. I can't appreciate them the same just because I'm literally insane. And I want them all to be matching, different colors, same sizes. Between the 12s and the 9s, they're all going to stack up neatly, and all my master sets, or all the sets that I actually like, are going to be in these. I don't mind so much like my Sword and Shield stuff, things along those lines. So I'm going to showcase cards once I start taking these binders apart. This video might take literally all week to physically do because I am going to tear down every single one of these binders, figure out the order. I'm going to go in order of date released for the new ones. The big one here, the first one, the blue one, is going to be the massive one. That is going to have Base 2, Jungle, Rocket, Fossil, what else am I going to put in there? The WotC promos, the best of game cards, and then the smaller one is going to be, I think I said Rocket over there. I'm going to put Rocket in this one as the first set, and then Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge, maybe is the best of games at the end. I'm going to figure out layout. I know it's going to work sizing-wise. I just don't know exactly 100% to the T how I want to do it yet. But just everything WotC is going to be in these two binders. I already have another vault binder set up for Neo. I'm nowhere close to being done with Neo. Pretty much every set that is in these current binders I'm done with. The only ones I need to finish, I need a couple cards left for Gym Challenge and Base 2. I was never big on Base 2. I do not like Base 2 as much. but I unfortunately have to do it because I do not want holes in any of the binders. So I don't have a lot of base 2. That one's going to take the longest to complete. I have full complete sets of everything else, which you'll see here shortly. But yeah, so that's pretty much the start. I'm going to just start getting to ripping these things apart, getting all the cards sorted out, mapping out how I want these binders to be done, and just kind of film through the entire process. So hopefully at the end here we'll have complete WotC binders minus the cards I need, just fully set up and decorated too. My girlfriend is going to do the outside covers on all the vault binders with markers, acrylic paint, whatever she's using, but hopefully they kind of look cool once I get them mapped out and have them all quote-unquote labeled on the exterior and kind of go from there. So yeah, appreciate you stepping in and watching here. Let's get to it and see exactly where this journey takes us. Alright, we are going to jump right into it, get into these base set boxes. I haven't really looked at these since I destroyed the old binders and put them up. So let's just take a quick peek through what we have on the hollow side. Shadowless Zam. Looks like quite a few Blastoise. I don't have a Shadowless. I'm going to see if I can make a full Shadowless or close to it full base set. But it really depends on condition, because I mean some of these cards like this Chansey's all kind of scratched up here. Like I was saying previously, when these cards were taken apart, a lot of these pages were stacked 5, 10, 15, 20 cards back. So I might have, let's say 4 or 5 Blastoises, and none of them were sleeved at the time either. They were just all in there. So it's all over the place. We are just going to pick out the best examples. Hopefully the best examples end up being Shadowless, but we'll kind of go from there. I actually only have one Zard. I don't know what happened to my original Zard, because I know I had one previously back, but one of my buddies recently last year gave me one, actually for free. Super nice of them, and it kind of completed my original base set, so I threw it in the box there. Quite a few Chanseys, quite a few Clefairies. Let's see here. Just kind of jump through it. Gary's, a lot of them. Hitmonchan, Machamps, the promo. They're all first edition stamped. Shadowless Magneton. Mewtwo army here. I like the Shadowless one. Nidoking. Let's see how many Ninetales we have, because I still see more in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Ninetales. 2 of them are Shadowless. Poliwrath, Raichu. That Raichu's kind of beat. I'm probably going to stick, like if I only have one copy, and even if it has some scratches, I'm going to stick with that in the binder, just because, I mean, that's my card. That's my card I've had for 20 plus years. I'm not really looking, I'm going to pick the best examples out of multiples, but I'm not looking to replace old cards with cleaner versions of them. So I'm not going to go out and try to find a near mint Raichu when this one means more to me than one just buying it at a local shop or something along those lines. Venusaur, you got Zapdos, and then we start getting into the non-hollows. So I'm just going to kind of take this box apart and start picking out what we want to use, and then we'll start loading it up into the new binder. I haven't even opened it out of the box yet, but kind of let's just get to it. Alright, we got the original 16 hollows picked out. I
kind of start just going with the shadowless ones there at the end. None of them are like really near mint. They're all LP down to heavy play, because I mean I use these cards. I built decks. I played as a kid. Not a lot of them were sleeved because I mean they were pretty much toys at the time. Yeah, I collected them. I had a ton of them, but just don't even think I thought about sleeving them at that point. So this is going to be the 16 we go through. I'm going to go through the rest of the box here, then finish up the entire set, and we'll start loading up the binder. Oh, there's my badges. There are some of them. There's in the base tube, or this is all still base 1. It's just the other half. This is 51 through 100 here. So a couple cool of the badges that we were talking about earlier in the video. A couple of the coins, Lugia. I can't really see what that other one is stuck under there. It's Aerodactyl. So yeah, let me go through all this and we will start loading up the binder here shortly.
Alright, so that was an event. I have all of the base cards out. I have the full set that we're going with. It is 90-ish% shadowless, as you just saw. Kind of wish I had a full set shadowless set at this point, but it kind of is what it is. I'm just going to be using everything from my whole childhood collection. It doesn't even look like I made a dent in these freaking boxes. They are still 100% full. I can probably, outside of the hollows of what I have, I can probably make 4, 5, 6, 7 base sets over. So these are going to go back in the safe, and let's get to this binder here and getting it apart. I already cut the side tabs. This is where everything's going to be going. So, like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of reasons why I wanted to go with the Vaultex binders. A, they zip. I mean, they are a lot better quality than the other ones that I have, the Pro decks. Tons of odds and ends. You can't really even see behind me if I just scoot. That, got stacks of binders back there. Don't like all of them, all for different reasons, but this is kind of pretty much the cream of the crop. So let's get to filling this one up and see how base set looks once it's finally in a binder. Alright guys, we made it to a pretty good stopping point for at least base set 1. I have it all in the binder. It looks awesome. I think I made the right decision going with all the shadowless cards instead of like the best quality cards, just because the set just looks doper like this. Even though some of them are scratched up, like I was saying before, they mean more to me in this condition than going out and just buying the cards. So we made it all the way through base. I need to get base 2 sorted. That is all in here. As far as whatever I even have, I don't even know how much of the set I physically have at this point. I'm going to be missing a lot. And then I can easily put in the jungle, the fossil, everything along those lines. Those are already sorted out. They're already in good shape, everything along those lines. So I think this is a good stopping point for this video. There is a lot more than I expected as far as the filming and the sorting and everything along those lines. So it's probably going to be a couple part series at this point. So if you could, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed at least checking out my earlier collection. And now we're going to progress into, in my opinion, the cooler sets. I love base set. Not so much base 2, but once we get into the Cosmo Hollows, things like that is where the cards are really awesome. So until the next one, appreciate you stopping by.
Don't stop.